downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Carlton.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
No gain on the play.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There's absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 20-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All day, every day, any day. Check 3, check 3, check 3. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Motion, 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 motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. He's hacking.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's coming, double up. Switch it, switch it, switch it, here, switch it.
From the 24, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Mike,
Brady going to throw. The left side completion to Jones.
Brady's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Vikings nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Buccaneers 14, Vikings nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick
So
off.
they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now
the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Cousins gives way to Cook. He's got room to run past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28.
The ball carrier.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Vikings nothing.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
A gain of 12.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 20.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Switch. Watch out.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He was 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Sidney Jones.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Viking field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Alabama. Let's bring it. Out. 54 is Mike.
No, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking long for Westbrook. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Jay, Alabama.
To throw, it's Brady. The open man is Westbrook. Pushing his way through. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Roses to add the extra point. It's 21-3.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Vikings 3.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Deshaun Jackson.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rosa's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Hey, one set.
Rip.
54, Mike, 54.
I got it. Right there.
To throw is Brady. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Rosa's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
34.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check in. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They run again on first down. Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Flush to his right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
He's brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Cousins on target there to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Tackle made.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Again, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And 5.
Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a run with Cook. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try to pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Well, what a game for this offense and the 43-year-old QB Tom Brady. And, hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. Now Brady. pass incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This is caught by Jackson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
On down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Taken down.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons.